So here with Paul, this psychic slave girl who was demon possessed, the demon most certainly possessing her lips and tongue. Just like Mum, when she was demon possessed, had her ear gate and eye gate possessed. And the initiator of the seance, when my mother called out into the darkness, had her limbs and spine possessed. Yes, as this slave girl's lips and tongue were possessed, and revealing that Paul and Silas were servants of the Most High God, they would have had permission of this Most High God to do this. As I said before, that Satan is his lackey on a leash. But Paul didn't want people to get confused with the idea that Satan can be used to get God's truth. For this is not so. She did this for a number of days. Paul's gifts of the Spirit and the fruits of the Spirit would have broadcast to the people witnessing his life that he was the servant of the Most High God. Paul did not need this free demon advert going on. In with his spiritual gifts given to him by his master was the gift of discerning of spirits and exorcism, which he was not afraid to use against the gates of hell. So, in the name of Jesus, he told that demon to get out of that poor slave girl. It was God's power that delivered this lass, but the power was under the Apostle Paul's authority. It was the faith in the name of Jesus that had wrought this wonderful miracle. But Paul didn't ask God to deliver this lass. He believed the Lord had already done his part and had placed the power within him. Now it was Paul's responsibility to release that power, and that is just what he did. Do you see God's power over the demonic? I know what side I choose. The winning side, of course. When her owners saw that their lucrative business was suddenly bankrupt, they went after Paul and Silas. They believed she was filled with an unclean familiar spirit, but now it was gone. And it was the unclean spirit that gave the slave girl her ability to read omens and prophesy into people's lives straight from the pit of hell, had gone. And now people would not pay a slave girl with no talent and could no longer prophesy for Satan. So this girl was no better than Cinderella now. But I believe she became a Christian and she worshipped her true master, Jesus. They were not in awe of God's power to take back a soul for his kingdom, to become a new creation, and for her to make him her master instead of this demon who was her very hard taskmaster. No, their pockets would be empty from now on, and their power for wealth was gone.